In this final picking exercise, we're going to combine downstrokes and upstrokes into alternate picking. That's basically combining a downstroke with an upstroke. So we're going to use the same sequence of notes and strings that we used in the other exercises. We're going to play each string 4 times, starting on the low E and all the way across to the high E, and then all the way back. Play each one 4 times, but we'll use alternate picking instead of upstrokes or downstrokes. Let's have a look at it. So here we are at the bottom string. To get an alternate picking stroke done properly, you want to smoothly and efficiently combine the downstroke and then the upstroke. Notice that I've got minimal motion happening. Just enough to lightly graze across the string and then get back. Also notice that I'm tilting the pick a little bit so that it's working with me. When I'm going for that downstroke, I've got it tilted this way a little bit as opposed to this way, because if I had it angled this way, it would be hard to graze over it. It would be wedging itself in there. So I've got a little bit of a motion going tilt this way and then a little bit of a motion tilt this way. When you need to go faster, what you'll find is that you angle the pick so that you alternate much more smoothly with one specific pick motion. However, in this case, we're greatly exaggerating the downstroke and upstroke so that you can see for yourself and learn how to practice it properly. So let's try it. Bottom E string, we'll start with alternate picking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next string, 1, 2, 3, 4. D string, 1, 2, 3, 4. G string, B string, E string. And then we're going to start on the E string, come all the way back, start with the downstroke. B string, G string, D string, A string, onto the bottom E string. Eventually you want to get to the point where you're practicing those picking exercises with a metronome, specifically so that you can gauge your progress. You can gauge how slow you can do it, how fast you can do it. You can gauge how much more quickly you can do it this week than last week, and then next week how much more quickly you can do it. But remember to slow down to the point where you can get the mechanics right. I'm not interested in trying to get a great deal of speed right here and now. All we want to do is make sure that you have proper picking technique. So slow down to the point where you can cleanly and efficiently pick every one of those notes all the way across. You want the same volume on every note. You want a light grazing motion on each one. You want your hand, your fingers, your wrist, your arm, your shoulder, all be just tense enough. You don't want it too tense. You want to pick lightly and not tightly. Now that you've got the basics of picking technique down, let's move on to some scale exercises.